the man suddenly notices something strange. Whenever he eats, a number pops up in front of his eyes. Even weirder, it only shows up when he eats his mom's cooking. And the number keeps getting smaller every time. At first, he thinks something's wrong with his eyes. He goes to the hospital, but nothing shows up, so he brushes it off, until one day, he has a dream. In the dream, he sees his father, who passed away years ago. While eating, the number appears again. His dad seems to already know, and tells him the secret behind it. Xia Min doesn't believe it, but his dad says this is his fate. From that day on, Xia Min stops eating his mom's food. Even the lunch she packs, he won't touch. He only eats food from his classmates. He doesn't dare tell anyone. First, his mom wouldn't believe him. Second, what kind of mom would stop cooking just because she's afraid of dying? A friend gives him an idea. If he can't eat at home, then eat outside. So he starts dragging his mom out to eat every day. But it's too expensive, and she refuses. Later, he starts making excuses to avoid eating at home. To change his so-called fate, he studies like crazy and gets into a university in Seoul. Seoul is far in the northwest, while Busan is in the southeast. They're far apart. He thinks seeing his mom less might actually protect her. The day before he leaves, he still eats her cooking. The number stops at 138. Not a lot, but he thinks as long as they don't live together, he can control it. Years pass. Xia Min is now working in Seoul and has a girlfriend named Lian. One day, Lian comes home from work and sees him learning how to cook from videos again. She's curious. Out of all the young creators, why does he always watch an old lady? The truth is, he just misses his mom's cooking, but he can't go back, so he quickly changes the subject. Over time, Lian notices he's always anxious, like he's hiding something, but he never talks about it. This secret is something he carries alone. One day, his mom suddenly comes to Seoul. She says she's attending a wedding and wants to see him, but that day, Xia Min isn't home. It's Lian's first time meeting his mom, and her first time eating her cooking. They eat and chat. His mom asks about Lian's family. Carefully, Lian says she grew up in an orphanage. She expects judgment, but his mom doesn't care at all. Instead, she treats her kindly. Lian's eyes instantly fill with tears. She's never felt this before. On New Year's Eve, the fireworks are beautiful. Xia Min takes out a ring and proposes. Lian says yes, but with one condition. After marriage, his mom should move in with them. She thinks it's no big deal, but Xia Min immediately says no. Lian is shocked and angry. The next day, Xia Min tells her about the number. She finally understands why he's always so tense, but the story sounds ridiculous. She thinks he's making it up, so she doesn't forgive him. That night, Lian walks alone on the street and ends up at a place they used to eat. Memories flood back. She slowly calms down and realizes he's not the kind of person who lies. Maybe she was too impulsive and didn't listen. Meanwhile, Xia Min is at home making beef radish soup, his mom's signature dish, and his favorite. But no matter how hard he tries, he can't get it right. Every attempt fails. He throws it all away. Deep down, Lian never really wanted to break up. She was just hurt after being rejected in public. Not long after, she comes back and cooks a pot of beef radish soup herself. It turns out, she had learned from his mom before. She figures, even if they don't live together, she can still cook for him. She's naturally talented. The moment he tastes it, he recognizes his mom's flavor. Lian apologizes for what happened before. Xia Min holds her hand and says it's not her fault. They're just used to their own lives and not ready to live together. Later, Lian grows closer to his mom. His mom treats her like a daughter. She learns a lot of cooking from her. Even though they're not married yet and don't live together, they already feel like family. Lian notices Xia Min has stomach issues and keeps urging him to get checked, but no one expects that the first one to collapse is his mom. One day, she suddenly has severe stomach pain at work and faints. She's rushed to the hospital. When Xia Min arrives, the surgery is already done. She's still unconscious. He suddenly remembers what his dad said in the dream. Has the number reached 0? He rushes home and eats her cooking. The number appears again. Only then does he feel relieved. A call comes in. His mom is awake. It's not serious. She's not in danger. Xia Min gets angry. He's been sending her money, so why didn't she get a checkup? She says she couldn't bear to spend it and wanted to save it for his wedding. After he leaves, his mom recalls the past. He actually had an older brother. On the day of the college entrance exam, before leaving, she kept stuffing food into his hands. That day, his brother got into a car accident and never came back. Back then, Xia Min blamed everything on his mom, and that was the first time he saw the number. It started counting down from 365, but his mom couldn't see it. Later, she noticed he had changed. He stopped eating her cooking, even threw away her lunchboxes. She was heartbroken, thinking it was because of his brother. Eventually, he stayed and ate once and told her about the number, but she didn't believe him. She thought he was traumatized and took him to see a doctor. The doctor said he'd get better with time. From then on, no one ever mentioned it again. The secret stayed between them. Back in Seoul, one time Lian makes noodles for him After eating, he sees the number again. It drops from 119 to 118. That's when he realizes the ingredients were sent by his mom. He gets furious. He thinks Lian is testing him, but to him, this is about his mom's life. He can't accept it. That day, he drinks alone by the street. Seeing his fingernails, he remembers how his mom used to trim them for him. He can't hold it in anymore, and calls her, talking and crying at the same time. Later, after a company dinner, he gets drunk again. Back home, he sees the food Lian prepared, and a phone full of her messages. The moment he opens the lunchbox, a sharp pain hits his stomach. He collapses on the floor. He goes to the hospital alone. The doctor asks many questions. Family history, work situation. In the end, the diagnosis comes out. Stomach cancer. Xia Min stays calm. He even thinks, maybe this is for the best. When he's gone, the number will disappear too, and his mom will be safe. Later, he meets Lian, and breaks up with her. He says he has no future, and doesn't want to drag her down. Then he quits his job, and returns to Busan alone. From afar, he sees his mom busy at the door. But when they meet, she pretends not to recognize him. He's startled, but it's just a joke. This time, he just wants to stay with her, eat her cooking, and spend time together. She makes beef radish soup again. He eats freely. The number appears again, but this time, he doesn't care. After eating, he asks her to trim his nails. He knows, moments like this are limited. He does the math, dividing the number by 3 meals a day. He has just over a month left. From then on, he eats at home every day. The number keeps dropping. He gets thinner and weaker. Lian can't reach him. Finally, she learns from his coworker that he's sick. She tells his mom. His mom breaks down instantly. She finally understands why he changed so suddenly. Lian comes to see him. They both act strong, but neither can hold back their emotions. His mom begs him to get surgery. He refuses. He thinks it's useless. That's how his dad died too. He just wants more time with his mom, and a few more meals together. His mom completely breaks down. She already lost one child. She can't lose another. Spring arrives. Flowers are blooming beautifully, but his time is running out. The number drops to single digits. His mom watches him every day, but can't do anything. She asks Lian for help. Lian says, if you love him, you have to respect his choice, until the day truly gets close. Xia Ming finally becomes afraid. He doesn't want to leave his mom, Lian, and this world. The day before surgery, his mom cooks his favorite soup. He takes a bite. The number goes from 2 to 1. He knows the risk is high. He says a lot to his mom, how hard her life has been, how she never got an education, and lived everything for her kids. On surgery day, his mom forces a smile, but once he's wheeled into the OR, she completely breaks down in tears. During surgery, Xia Ming feels like he's dreaming. His whole family is sitting together, eating in the sunlight, laughing. Then suddenly, everything disappears. Only the number 1 remains. Outside the OR, Lian arrives. She says nothing, just stays by his side. Finally, Xia Ming wakes up. The surgery is successful. He survives. When he opens his eyes, everyone he loves is there. After recovery, he and Lian cook together and prepare a full meal for his mom. Before she takes the first bite, he feels nervous. He closes his eyes, thinking of his dad and what Lian said. Then he nods, telling his mom to eat. She takes a bite. He slowly opens his eyes and looks at the wall. The number appears again, but this time, it doesn't go down. He finally understands fate can be changed. That number, once like a curse, can be broken. And the key is love.